Kind of was, Cook has way more singles this year than Honeycut has homers, so you hate to play against a homer, but I thought Cook hitting a single to win the game was a lot more likely than Honeycut hitting a homer, even though he has about 100.
Come on, folks, let me know.
Can you just speak to Clark's performance today? I mean, going over 140 guys into the eighth or the ninth.
I'm getting ready to overstate the obvious, right? That was amazing. I just told him that's one of the best pitching performances I've ever coached in 35 years of coaching. It's just, I don't know how much tickets we're going for on StubHub today, but if whatever you spent to come to this game, you dang sure got your money's worth. What a great college baseball game. I've learned over time to try not to feel bad when something like this happens. It's just a great game to watch, great energy in the stands. How do you duplicate that? Go to a minor league game one time, see if you see that atmosphere. That's college baseball at its finest. Two really, really good teams in the last 16 teams left in the country, just battling back and forth and back and forth. That was sad right now, but really fun to watch while it was going on.
Back left and back right in here.
Coach, when did the decision made to put Kyle back in the lineup, or were the things you saw that like, okay, it's ready for him to get back out there?
Not really. Our DH spot has rotated the last month or so, and it's turned into all three or four of them have different swings that match up with different pitchers, and I just thought Kyle's swing matched up with the lefty that was on the mound better than the other guys, and he went to a black magic bat 24 hours ago. And we had a conversation behind the batting cage that he had a great round, picked up a new bat, had a great round of BP, and hitters are crazy people. They get confidence from the dumbest things sometimes, but I think that gave him confidence, and what a great night he had. We talk about everybody blasts the transfer portal. We hate the transfer portal. It's the ruination of college baseball. Division II at this time last year. Got both of these guys out of the transfer portal, and they're performing like this at this stage of the game. Are you kidding me? With the opportunities that these guys have and what they've done for the Mountaineers, just absolutely couldn't be prouder.
Back right.
Kyle, I know it's hard to talk about an individual performance after the game leads like that, but just did you feel confident coming in, and certainly what performance it was?
Absolutely. I try to always have confidence in myself, but I really just stuck to my approach. Me and Coach been talking about how swing's getting around the ball, and we really worked this past week to stay through a lot of pitches, and that gave me the opportunity to hit multiple pitches in the middle of the field.
Back to left.
Derek, can you just talk about the emotions you probably felt in this game? I mean, you get off to a good start, then they have the 4 spot, and you guys chip back into it, take the lead, and then it just kind of seemed like both teams just swinging and punching each other throughout the game. Emotionally, what was that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's playoff baseball for a reason. Nobody's going to go away at this point. Doesn't matter if you're down 10 or you're down 1. Obviously playing a great team in North Carolina, so their offense is one of the best in the country for a reason. Emotion-wise, just trying to stay even keel, work through the whole game as I can. And yeah, just try to take it one out at a time, one hitter at a time.
Did you know what your pitch count was or at all?
No, I could have kept going if you needed me to, but at the end of the game, I mean, I allowed solo home run to start the inning, and then a single up the middle. It was crunch time, so I mean, I don't blame him for pulling me there.
Derek, what allowed you to overcome the 4-1 third inning? It seemed like in the 4th, 5th, and 6th you really settled in and found a rhythm there.
Yeah, I mean, just sticking to my plan. I was leaving some pitches over the plate, and I walked 2 guys, I think, in the 3rd inning, so can't give a team like that free passes, especially at the middle of their lineup. So after that, I mean, I don't think I had another walk after the 3rd inning, maybe 1, but just trying to attack, stay ahead in counts, and compete.
Murph, then back left.
Coach,
Right.
any thought to taking Derek out earlier or leaving him in later? What was your thinking going into the ninth or maybe even earlier?
I don't have any interest in fist fighting Derek Clark on the mound, so no thought of taking him out. Our only thought right now is he gonna pitch tomorrow?
Oh.
But, no, the guy's a warrior. You guys saw what we've been seeing this whole season, and he's a guy that, he's a throwback. He's a throwback back to the Nolan Ryan days when guys were throwing 200 pitches. He can do that. He can do that. So, everybody gives coaches a hard time for letting guys throw. I don't even know how many pitches he throws. Anybody know?
144.
It's about, how many strikes? 100 strikes, yeah. Good luck throwing 100, find a guy throw 100 strikes these days. But he's, I promise you, he wants to pitch again. I promise you that. So that's just the kind of guy he is. And, you know, when it comes to pitch counts, you train guys differently. Some guys are trained to throw a lot of pitches, some guys aren't. So he's a guy that can do that.
Before I get to you, there, some of the riders that just walked in, there's some chairs here, if you want them, just come around the backside. Jordan, step out of the way if you need to get through. Back left here, go ahead.
Coach, in the seventh there with runners on second and third and no outs, one out, and you guys couldn't get anything across there. Do you think that was kind of a turning point?
It was, you know, we had a chance of, if we get a hit there and make it 8-4, it's a little bit of a different game, you know, getting out of there with, I think, did he go strikeout? Strikeout, ground out. That was a big moment, you know. We bunted those guys over, but they had run their relievers out there. The guy that was in there was the least famous of their bullpen arms. So, you know, I like Chumley's chances and Hussey's chances of getting a single right there. But it's easy to look back and say, man, I wish I wouldn't have bunted Sam White there, you know, because it could have been a big inning. But yeah, leaving those two guys out there was a big one.
Evan, then Grace.
Kyle talking about the confidence in the new bat you got. How did that second run feel off the bat? I think it clocked in at 4.5.
It felt good. At the first pitch, my bat, Coach Mays goes, he's going to throw you a slider. I want you to be ready for it.
These guys are gonna print everything you say.
That's fine. He said, he's going to throw you a slider. I want you to be ready for it. And what happened.
Grace, then back left.
Derek, how do you stay even keel on the mound and embrace those big situations?
Yeah, I mean, just practice, I guess. I mean, I'm a senior and I've thrown a ton of innings over the last 4 years, so if I was a freshman in that moment, it would not have been like that. Came a long way motion-wise, and you can never get too big and never get too small in the moment, so.
Take a couple more, starting with back left and then back there. Two more.
Coach, a non-game question, but Coach Saban's taking over next year. You guys will obviously spend a lot of time here in West Virginia together. He's worked his way up the ranks. What was it about him and your relationship with him that, you know, made it feel like that he was ready to take over the program?
You know, West Virginia's a different place now. If you're not from there, you have no idea what it means to play at West Virginia, to coach at West Virginia, to work at West Virginia. We don't have pro teams in our state. We only have 2 Division I schools. It's us and Marshall, and we probably had 90% of the fan base. So they had, I don't know what the crowd was tonight, 4,000 or 5,000. They had 4,000 fans here. We had almost 2 million fans watching this game. And that's so unusual. Does anybody know, here's a question for all the question askers. Does anybody know how many Division I schools there are in the state of North Carolina? Aaron, you know? There's about 20. So that means the residents of this state have divided loyalty among 20 schools. That's not the case in West Virginia. There's flying WV flags flying off almost every porch in our state. So we have a tremendous fan base. We take a tremendous amount of pride in representing all those people. And you have to know and believe in that if you want to have success here. And Coach Savins has been with me 9 years, and he knows what it takes to win at West Virginia. We've done a lot of things in the last 12 months that have never been done at West Virginia. We won a Big 12 championship last year. We got the trophy and the trophy case to prove it. We won a regional this year. That's never been done at our school and our sport. And I really believe that with Coach Sabins, that is going to continue to go up, because we haven't reached the pinnacle yet. We're trying, but we keep getting better and better and better. And he will continue to do that. I have all the faith in the world. Hey man, my son's coming here to play, so I can say anything I want about the guy, but entrusting my son to Coach Sabins and this staff says all you need to know about how I feel about that group.
Last two, one in the back, and then he's gonna ask you, who are you pitching tomorrow?
I'm pitching Derek Clark, were you not listening?
Tell what's different about Black Magic Pack.
So my whole life, I've swung a one piece, and that's the main difference. Two piece just has a little flex to it. And I just saw it sitting there after a subpar round, and I just picked it up, and that's when Coach Mays asked me why I hadn't picked it up previously.
All right, thank you.
So seriously, who do you play?
Tyler Swikolski's gonna be on the right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.